Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Zoo. As always, I'm Reckless and today is part 2 of our Himalayan Temple habitat. Today we're adding the Snow Leopard habitat onto the side of our temple that we made in our last episode. So I didn't have enough time to create this habitat for the Snow Leopard when I was making the last video, and I also kind of thought that the temple deserved an episode kind of on its own, and I think it turned out really well. You guys seem to really like it. The views are crazy on that video already, so thank you everyone so much for the support you showed on that last video. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, please do consider subscribing. Leave me your comments down below as to what you think of the builds. If you have any suggestions you'd like to see. I like to keep a nice active community here. You feel free to join us on the Discord as well if you want to have a little more personable time chat with me as well. I've got a bunch of great people over there. We share our projects, play games together and stuff whenever we have the time, so feel free to join the Discord as well. Getting back to this video though, I figured the Snow Leopard is a perfect addition to our Himalayan section of the zoo here. There's not too many animals for this part of the world. I think we might also add the Formosan black bear, which is native to Taiwan, I believe it is. We might add the black bear to this part of the zoo as well, but mainly I just wanted this area to be kind of a pass-through for our guests, more so than an actual section of the zoo similar to the China section or even the Indian section as well. But we'll see where this zoo takes us. I mean, we still have a ton of animals to go into this zoo. There's the entire like Southeast Asian section yet to go, including like the orangutans, the Komodo dragons also still have to go in as well. So there's a lot left to do in this zoo. I just have to kind of space it out a little bit. I noticed that the area just before this Himalayan section where the train connects to, it has like our Indian section, including our Indian jungle habitat. If you've seen that video, you know it's a big habitat with a lot of building pieces, or not building pieces, but scenery pieces. And it's starting to get pretty laggy over there, even after my recent computer upgrades. So I think I've just kind of got to spread this park out a little bit and just connect it all with the train. The guests might not like it too much. Even this section of the zoo, they're still not quite making their way up there as much as I'd like them to. I think at the end of the day, it has to do with the train not being a full circuit, right? The train is just kind of like a one-way thing, so I'm thinking that's what is the cause of it, I should say. But, you know, that's something we can address as we get going. I kind of wish, I know it's nonsensical, but I kind of wish that the train was like a point-to-point, and then it, I don't know, it just kind of like respawned at the other end, or like just drove the other way, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't always want the train to be a big old loop, but I guess, you know, it makes sense. But in other news, in Planet Zoo news, aside from our news, that is, there has been an announcement, finally. I know everybody has been kind of patiently waiting to see what's coming next with Planet Zoo, and we've got a little bit of news so far. There is a free update coming to Planet Zoo, available to everyone, that's adding some really cool stuff. First and foremost, it's adding animal color varieties. So if you haven't seen this yet, they haven't released exactly what animals are included in this, but we know a few animals such as llamas, crocodiles, timber wolves, right, will all have different colors available to them. So instead of each animal looking identical to one another, they'll have different variations of color. So all the animals in your zoo can be kind of set apart from one another and have like their own individuality and stuff, which I think is a super cool feature, and I'm so happy they're adding it to the game. I know it's something people have been asking for quite some time, so I think everyone will rejoice in that. If anything, it's going to be even more painful for people who are playing on franchise mode and whatnot that have animals die, because, you know, people get attached to their animals just by naming them, let alone if they each have their own colorings and, you know, they're more individuality, right? So I feel sorry for those franchise folks for sure. But if you are familiar with the way Frontier has released their information, the last time we had a big free patch like this, it was accompanied shortly, like they announced shortly thereafter about the DLC. So there has been a bit of speculation as to what the DLC is going to be, if we are in fact getting one. Again, this is not confirmed yet, so take whatever I say now as, you know, don't take it as gospel, so to speak, right? But one of the other things that's coming with the free update are vending machines. So these are things that you can put on the path, similar to benches and garbage pails and stuff like that. So you don't actually have to connect a path to them, which is absolutely the best news. I'm sure all you guys know when it comes to attaching the path to anything, right? You'd rather not, right? So this is super cool news. The guests will be able to go and get drinks and snacks and everything from the vending machines. But from the image that they linked with the vending machines in it, there appears to be certain Australian/oceanic snacks and stuff. Like there's a eucalyptus tea or something like that, right? So, I mean, people dissect these images like crazy. And basically, it sounds as if it's either, like I said, oceanic or Australian in nature, which will probably not come as a surprise to anyone. I mean, we know that these animals are coming at some point, right? A lot of people actually thought they were coming last DLC as well, before South America. So it's not really a surprise, but it's definitely something that I'm getting hyped up over. Again, we've addressed this in our previous video, but I hope that they've kind of broken away from this mold of like having 4 animals, right? Because I mean, if it is in fact Australia and Oceania as well, right, it definitely should be more than 4 animals in my opinion. But I mean, like, kangaroos are a definite, without a doubt. I'm sure koalas are as well. I'd love to see like a dingo. You know, that'd be awesome. Dingoes would be sweet. I'd also love to see like cassowaries, right? I feel like emus are cool, but like they're almost like an ostrich, you know what I'm saying? Like there's not as much to differentiate them. So I would love to see cassowaries. And then for like exhibit animals, I'm certain they'll have like maybe like a kiwi or a platypus for like an exhibit animals from New Zealand or something. That would be just amazing. Maybe a Tasmanian devil, right? Like the possibilities are endless, right? So I'm hoping that they're gonna give us more than just a 4 animal and 1 exhibit animal pack. With the world situation and everything, and people being out of office, working from home and stuff like that, I don't really know if it's too much to ask, but they have, I don't want to say taken more time, because they've never officially announced a schedule for these things, but they've taken more than people's estimated time based upon the last couple DLCs we've got and their timings, right? So I'm hoping, you know, here's to hoping that we're going to get a big hefty animal pack, something we can really explore and mess around with. If it is in fact a you know, Southern Pacific based pack, I'm almost wondering what kind of art style they're going to go for with the building pieces. Is it going to be more Polynesian, or is it going to be like you know, Indonesian, or just like Aboriginal from Australia? I'm really intrigued to see what kind of building style pieces they're going to add with it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what kind of building styles you think you're going to see in this DLC. I mean, again, pure speculation. At this point, there has not been a DLC confirmed, but I'm gonna jump out on a limb, if you will, and say that there's probably going to be a DLC that follows or is released at the same time as this free update. But either way, even if you're not into the DLCs, there's a lot of features, a lot of game-changing stuff, a lot of bug fixes, a lot of quality of life tweaks and stuff like that they've added. And they're also adding a new map as well, a new biome, right? So this is, again, plays into the DLC theory, but there's been kind of a speculation on that as well as to what the new biome may be. They say it comes with like a new skybox and all this sort of stuff. So I'm super hyped for that. Even if you're not into DLCs, you have some free content coming to you in, what is the date they said? The 25th, I believe. Yeah, August 25th is the date for that. So rejoice, everyone. We have some new Planet Zoo content coming our way. It's just what we've been needing and wanting. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you again for all the support on the last couple videos we put out. The Himalayan video, the temple video had great views and great likes. I thank you guys all so much for that. And stay tuned for the new Planet Zoo content on the channel as soon as it is available. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video with our snow leopards. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.